All right. Well, thank you for being here, guys. Let's have some fun. That's the most important part of this class. And I don't know why I can't now get rid of this. There we go. All right. So let's dive in because I want to maximize your time and thank you for being here on time. So the first is, what is Command? Command is a platform, and that's the most important thing to understand when it comes to Command, that it is a platform. So what is a platform? Your iPhone is a platform. If you open up your iPhone, if your iPhone looks like mine, you have a bunch of apps. And all the apps communicate with each other through the technology of the platform that is the iPhone. Command is a platform just like an iPhone. So when we click the red KW, it opens up a bunch of widgets or a bunch of apps. So I'm going to go through what each one of these are because they all do different things. So the home screen, that's what we're at right now, which is, yes.
How do I get here? What's
agent.kw.com. Agent.kw.com. And then you will log in with the login that Scott Leroy provided for you.
Good.
All right, so on the screen, we have all the different widgets, all the different apps. The home screen, which if I click the red square, brings us back to our home screen, is fully customizable. You can move these things around to however you want to view this page. So what do I have on here? Well, I have the task widget, which is, if we bring this up, is the one that looks like this. And you can see it looks the same here. We have the design widget, which is down here. And you see if you put the mouse over it, it pops up and shows you what each widget is. I have an updates widget, which tells us, hey, these are the things that we've rolled out and that are new, our goals, and the health of the database. Keller Williams created this so that you could see how your data inside the database ranks against a perfect data-filled database. Like names, phone numbers, emails, home addresses, etc. Notepad. The notepad is just, I want to quickly jot something down. That's there. And then leads that have come in to the system. And when they came into the system.
So on the notepad, when you jot something down, where does that go? It just stays there?
It just stays there.
Okay.
Yeah. Ideally, this is open, right, at all times, because it's your command center. And so if you got a call real quick, instead of grabbing a piece of paper, you could just type in there and then you'll do whatever you're going to do with it. In theory, right? Just theoretically. Good question. And I want you guys to kind of think from a conceptual point, like, hey, what would I use that for? Ask me like that, and I'll give you angles on it. Okay, agent.kw.com. Agent.kw.com. All right. So up here, you will customize the home. Customize this to make it look however you want. Just click the button, and then you can move them around however you want. So,
you know SEO. What if you could?
All right. So let's dive in to contacts. This is the CRM portion of the technology of the platform. Contacts. So the most efficient way to think of a database is to think of a data bank. Because if you don't put deposits in a bank, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. So the purpose of entering data into a database is so that you have a rich data bank. So the more data that you put into, a database, the more opportunity you will have. All of the top here is customizable by customizing your columns, so you could look at it however you want to look at it. You don't want it to be updated, but you want your tags to be right here, you can do that. So then let me talk about what I just said, which are tags. Tags are your number one way to create a strategy. Your number one way to create a strategy to find a certain type of person in your database. So, does everyone see how many people are inside my database? 7,605. Tags are a certain way to find a certain type of human inside of the database. That's the purpose of tags. So I'll give clarity. FR21 is a tag where I created the agents that went to or that were going to Family Reunion, which is a Keller Williams event in 2021. It is a tag of the specific people that went to that event. Now I have 7,605. How do I find them? Well, I would go here to filters. And I would search by tag. I would type in FR. It will pull up FR21. I apply. And now it's showing 26 of the 7,621 people that were in the database. Because I have a tag that I created. I know what the definition of that tag is, and now I can find them. What I encourage you to do, if there was one action item from today, it is come up with the different tags that you will use in your business. So for example, investors. Anyone you ever speak to that says, I'm an investor, you put their data into your database, you tag them investor, then the moment someone says, hey, I got a fixer-upper, who do you know? Search tag, you got the list of all your investors, and you prospect that list. First going, who do I call? How do I figure this out? Tag, so you can find a certain demographic, whatever that demographic is. In this example, it was investor. In this example, it's Family Reunion people. Any questions on tags?
It's simply when you want to enter any name. I know I click on
I'm gonna
the
get
name.
there. I'm gonna get there. Just tags right now. We're not.
For example, I want to enter any name.
We're not there yet. I'm just asking questions about tags. Do we have any questions on how tags work from a conceptual point of view? Okay, so this class wasn't going to be a workshop. It was going to be, how do we use the technology? what is the technology, but I'm gonna create someone so you can see, okay? So the how-tos, I recommend that you reach out to Chanel so that we can create a workshop for the group of folks that want to learn how to do a specific thing. Because I wanted to go macro to what you're able to do inside of the technology. If I go detail, we're gonna be here for 6 hours. Does that make sense? Cool. So to add a contact, we just go here and we add a contact. Type in their name, their email, their phone number. Now, we're gonna stay in contacts, stay big picture. Conceptually, we want to add people with the maximum amount of data that we can collect from them. The most important thing is their name, their phone number, their email. Name, phone number, email, and home address. Now, it's not weird if you ask people for their home address because we're in real estate. What we do is we sell homes. We help people find property. So it's not an odd thing to ask someone, may I have your home address? Okay. I'm going to show you guys in a minute why collecting somebody's home address is one of the coolest things that you're able to do inside of Command. I'm going to show you guys why it's one of the coolest things that you can do inside of Command. So, peeling this thing back. We can customize the columns right here by moving them around. We can also change the way we look at the contacts by either cards or lines. So again, contacts is the CRM portion of commands. Tags are the easiest way for you to find a certain demographic that you define what that is. So the first homework assignment for you guys is I recommend you go on Google Drive, create a spreadsheet, and start naming the different tags that you're gonna put into your CRM. Any questions on tags? Cool. I'm going to show you guys the coolest, what I think is the most powerful tool that this entire CRM has, and it's inside of contacts. So I'm going to take off the tag, which is going to bring us back up to the 7,605. So I'm going to go to Lee Rosa, and this is my contact card. Now, I created a bunch of different tags. I created a bunch of tags so that I can find myself, or if I sent a mass email to a certain tag, I would see what that email looked like. So, once you add an address, Keller Williams has a partnership with Nextdoor, the app Nextdoor. So immediately, when you put an address in anywhere in North America, say that again, anywhere in North America, so it is recommended if you come from another state that you put all of the humans that you know in that state in your CRM with their address. it will find the specific neighborhood that that address is in per the Nextdoor app. In conjunction with Google Maps, our AI, artificial intelligence, will find the surrounding neighborhoods, which is what you guys see right here. Now, I already added a ton of them, but let's start over. I'm just going to delete all these. Delete all of these different addresses or neighborhoods. Okay. So again, this is the neighborhood. It suggests all of these. So if anyone's familiar with the Cirque residences or the Cirque Hotel, this is my old address when I lived at Cirque. So it's downtown Hollywood. So I know it's downtown Hollywood. I'm going to include Hollywood Lakes North, which is North Lake, and then there's South Lake. So I'm going to include Hollywood Lakes. And what I just did was I'm going to show it to you guys. I just created a web page for that contact. I'm going to walk you guys through what that really means. So back in 2016, I think it was, Gary Keller made a commitment of $2 billion with a B to invest in technology for our company. And so everything I'm showing you is proprietary to our company. It is our technology. It is not a third-party software. It's not another company. It is our technology.
How much they invest on that?
$2 billion with a B.
From where? From when?
I don't know what that means. What is the purpose of asking me from where?
I wanted, you said I wanted.
So
to
Google
know.
it.
Yes.
There you go. Just Google it. And you'll get all the information. So proprietary to our company. And it's also when you say something, it always has to be challenged. So tell me what it means. Where does it come from? Okay, well, where it came from, just Google it. You'll see where it is. It's you guys pay for it every month. That $115, you're paying for it. Just he fronted the money. So you guys each get. Okay, so let me back up. The idea behind this website that I'm going to show you what I just created by just putting an address in, just by literally putting an address, it creates a website. The theory behind the #1 websites in the world, the most frequented websites in the world, Facebook.com, Amazon.com, Twitter.com, YouTube.com. What is the theory behind them? Well, if I go into my Amazon.com, who else has Amazon in here? You log into your Amazon.com, it's the same website, but your experience is different than mine. Same with Twitter, same with Facebook, but it's the same website. You see, before these guys figured it out, it was one website for all versus everyone gets their own experience on the same domain. That's what we've created here, is everyone gets their own experience custom to how they want to view it. So going back, I put in an address. I created the neighborhoods that are around that address. I'm going to go to preview. This website will be sent at whatever frequency, I'm going to explain that in a little bit, to your client. And this is what it looks like. Your logo, so you can customize the logo. KWEP, Keller Williams Properties. And this was the Polk Street home address. Here is what's for sale in that neighborhood. They want more information, they'll put data, or if they shared this with someone, they will put their information. This will come back into command. You're located here. But most importantly, all the different websites or all the different neighborhoods that I created are all here. You guys see that? So if I do downtown Hollywood, you see it just, the neighborhood moved, but here's all the properties that are for sale in that neighborhood. Yes.
But what if they gave you a budget, a price range? So you don't
Hold
want to
on,
be looking.
hold on.
You don't
Hold
want
on. Hold on. Oh, guys, stay conceptually. Okay, if you guys are constantly challenging everything, you're missing the boat. Stay with what you can provide that no one else can provide, and then we can go there. But I want you to stay with understanding what tool you have versus challenging the tool. How do I do this? What about that? Just stay conceptually. If you put somebody's address inside command, this website automatically is created for them. Like an Amazon, like a Netflix.com, like a Facebook.com. It is a website that was immediately generated just because you put an address in. So I'm going to show you guys in a little bit how you can, at what frequency, send this to them. Because you could send it to them every 2 weeks, you could send this to them every month, you could send this to them once a year. But it is updated in real time, and it is a massive tool that no one else has, that you can create a custom website for your client. Not, this is my website, it's a website for them because it's their neighborhood. And of course, if they want to change the bedrooms and baths, you just click the filter and you can change it. But most people who own a house don't go, I want to see what houses are 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in my neighborhood. They want to know what's for sale in my neighborhood. What's going on? What's happening? We're conditioned as real estate agents to go, oh, well, they have a 3 bedroom, they only want to see 3 bedrooms. No, they want to see what's. So I want to share with you guys something cool. I just got a text from David Baez. David Baez is on our leadership council. And I'm going to go down a rabbit hole here real quick because I think it's worth it. So David Baez, who is on our leadership council, is at a real estate conference in Orlando. He's texting me again. At a real estate conference in Orlando. There's, I think, 2,000 people in attendance. On stage is a gentleman by the name of Dan Green. You guys want to Google him, write it down. Those that want a question, then just write it down. Dan Green. He's been on ESPN. He sells around 400 homes a year. Does everyone in here remember when you guys signed up with Keller Williams? You had to name a sponsor. See, I was responsible for bringing Dan into KW in 2000. I think it was 7. Maybe it was 2008. Joined Keller Williams. And Dan today sells around 400 homes a year. His business out of Orlando. He's built following the Red Book, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent. He's built a millionaire real estate business where it's highly leveraged, and he's now the keynote speaker. He just texted me that he's on stage. He's like, hey, your recruit's our keynote speaker.
Right.
You never know whose life you can change by introducing them to this company.
What's his name?
Dan Grieb, Grieb. Grieb. Dan also helped the first or was the guide for the first Down syndrome athlete to complete an Ironman triathlon. And I just thought I would go down a rabbit because he just texted me to let me know. And that's who you never know whose life you can change by introducing them to what this company can truly do. And so just thought I would go down that rabbit hole because he just texted me and he went at it his way. So I thought I would share with you guys the power of this company.
Just from talking about you right now.
Could be. Good.
There was one guy I went to and what was
Oh,
company.
no, it was Orlando. And Dan and I were the first accountability partners with each other in real estate. We talked every day and role played for a half hour. And we held money accountability every day. That we hit our numbers every day of having conversations every day. Monetary accountability. Yeah. So yes, if you brought up my name, just like that. So back to the story at hand, because perfection is perfected. So I'm glad you understand. You guys got that? All right. All right. So neighborhoods. Because you put the address in and then you chose the specific neighborhoods that were suggested, we automatically were able to create a custom website for the client, or the lead, the person in the contact. What I did was I just previewed it so that I could show you guys what it looks like. And as Scott asked, hey, if they wanted to just look at a certain type of unit in that neighborhood, yes, you can fully customize it. But what I want you guys to see is this is what the client would want. I want to see what's for sale in my neighborhood and the neighborhood next to me and the neighborhood next to me. Not my zip code, not my city, but my neighborhood. Because that's the way people get, it's my hood. It's my neighborhood. I want to know what's going on. What's up? If they want to add a neighborhood, they can click this here and they can add their own because it's their website. It's their gig. Now, your client is on here, right? 2 o'clock in the morning, they can't sleep, they got the email, they click that they like a certain property. They click save here. You will get notified right here that they're doing things. They're searching. They like a certain property, which will then notify you as a courtesy to reach out. Say, hey, as a courtesy, how are you? Oh man, I was totally looking at properties. You were, right? Man, they say the harder you work, the luckier you get. I just want to see how you were doing. You mean you were actually looking at property? Imagine that. You guys see how you can use this to generate business? But you would never know what people are doing in your world if they weren't inside of your technology and you didn't take the time to send them what they really want, which is properties for sale. So why do people want properties? Because real estate is the only time in our society that you're allowed to be a voyeur. Everywhere else, it's weird. Let that sink in for a second. Yeah. Real estate, you're allowed to stare and look at people's houses all day long. All night. You do that at a park, you're weird.
Yeah.
You're weird. All right. So, staying now on the left side. Name, tags, phone number, email, source. You always want to source how somebody gets into your world. Guys, that's a skill, and I'm giving it to you right now. Slow down and figure out, how did this person get into your world? If it's a friend, sphere. Came in as my sphere. If it was Facebook, social media or Facebook. If it was door knocking, door knocking. Always source how somebody got into your business, into your CRM. Neighborhoods, we just explained that. Preferred contact information. Again, we're just giving you more ways to customize your CRM. Home address, social media profiles, birthdays. Get birthdays so that you can send them something for their birthday. And then you can create custom fields, and that's a story for another day. So now, the right side of a contact, the timeline. This is literally everything. So you guys see unsubscribed? You remember when I was clicking the X? That was because I unsubscribed from that particular neighborhood. Well, if someone starts unsubscribing, what a great opportunity for you to reach out to them and say, hey, as a courtesy, just want to connect with you and see if there's any neighborhoods that make sense, that you would want more information on. How can I support you?
Can I push in?
Sure.
for a second? So whenever I have, speaking of scripts, one of the golden pieces in the script, so they don't like hang up on you, is because they're like, no, I'm waiting 6 months. I'm not really ready right now. And they're trying to push me off the phone. And I'm like, cool, it's okay, it's cool, because those people coming on the website, they want to blah, 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 they want to wait. And then I say, let me ask, what would you rather have not sent to you? Speaking of unsubscribe, that's a good way, like you said, to kind of, what would you rather have not sent to you? Not want condos, and they'll tell you like straight up, I don't like condos, I don't like townhomes, I want single family home. That's it. So it's a good way to, like you said, use that negative and be turning around to positive.
Yes, it's a way of going backdoor. So what would you not want? And then they tell you what they don't want, which then the opposite of what they want. And you say, well, great. Well, then, so what I hear you saying is you want only single family homes. Awesome. So I want you guys to see down here on December 27th, the CRM sent me that neighborhood email, and I just clicked through it, and you could see it tells you what I was doing. This is important, guys, so that you can see what the behavior is of the people in your CRM. All right, so that's the timeline. It's the overall. Opportunities are right here. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Smart plans, right here. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. Tasks, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. And then notes. You just literally click this and add a note. That could be a conversation that you just had. You say phone call, and then you put your notes. And you'll always have it. Notes are really important. Notes are really important. Because if you could remember what you said to people, you clearly aren't speaking to enough people. I'll say that again. If you can remember what you have said to people, you are not speaking to enough people. The purpose of a CRM is so that you could be present with every person every time. So that you could be present with everybody every time. In other words, you spoke to someone, so we would say, call. Fido having surgery on 2/15. Well, I would add that note. And then I would create a task. I'm showing you guys how to do this. Then I would go over here to create a task. Under Lee Rosa, mark as a call task. How is Fido? When? February 16th. Apply. Create task. I don't have to even think about it. On the 16th, I come in, I go, what are my tasks? And now I have a list of the things that I'm supposed to do, who I'm supposed to call, what I'm supposed to do, and I never, ever, ever have to think. Tasks are your best friends. And if you could remember what to do, you clearly aren't being efficient. Because the purpose of a CRM is to remind you what you need to do so that when you're off and you're with family, you're off. When you're at a movie, you're not thinking about what you need to do tomorrow. You can be present because the CRM does all the heavy lifting so that you can be present when you are with family, and when you're on, and when you're off, you're off. I thought it for a long time, y'all. But if you aren't setting tasks, you're always thinking about what you have to do. Worrying, did I do it? Did I not do it? Oh shit, I forgot. And now you can't be present with where you are because you're worried about the future. CRM, as long as you slow down enough to go, okay, Fido's having surgery, let's create a task to remind me to have a conversation whenever it is. Supposed to create a CMA for 123 Main Street. Set a reminder to do the CMA so you can finish your prospecting and then be reminded that you need to do it. Does this make sense? Cool. All right, home, contacts, I just went over, tasks. That's your best friend, guys. And remember, on your home screen, look in the home screen. Let it load up. You'll always have your tasks here. Your tasks will always be here, and you can be accountable to your business. All due dates, we could say, hey, what did I forget that I need to do? You got your past due. Hey, I want to get ahead. What do I have to do tomorrow? You got it all here. Cool. Next, smart plans. Smart plans are awesome. This is the automation part of the CRM. Automation. So let me go back to my contact card and explain how a smart plan works. Search Lee Rosa right here. So over here, we go to smart plans. And you can see I've created a monthly neighborhood nurture and explains this is a monthly email that helps you reach out to clients, leads, and recruits to show real-time market data specific to their neighborhood. In other words, that website will be sent once a month to Lee Rosa. So add smart plan. What smart plan do I want to be reminded to call? Do I want to send a mass text? These are all smart plans that I've saved. Neighborhood nurture, open house follow-up, birthdays. You can come up with whichever ones you want, or you can custom create smart plans. Custom create smart plans by clicking create, calling it Testerson. And then think from an objective point of view, okay, how would I want to communicate with someone to when I just log in and I have a task of what to do with each person at whatever rate they are in the flow. In other words, I just put them in, I want to send them a text today saying, hey, it was so nice meeting you. Well, you don't have to remember that. It says here, text Bob Smith. And then you open up Bob Smith's contact, you're like, oh shit, I met him at Publix yesterday. Let me copy and paste the text. That's the power of,
You can send text directly from this.
you can, yes, there's a partnership with a third party to send texts. Yes, yes. The catch with text messages in a CRM is the TCPA. The Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or the DNC. So if you're mass texting, you always want to be careful. But yes, there's a program in here that you can send texts. All right. So home screen, contacts, tasks, smart plans are automation. This is a way to do automation. So inside of smart plans, if we go to the library, I want you guys to see, you can get lost in here. 50 are brand new. 1,920 are top rated. Keller Williams provides you 10 basic ones. But agents are creating these by the day, and you could go in here and find ones that you like, and you just say add smart plan, and it'll download it into your command.
So it's all available for every agent.
100%. We believe in open code. Yes, everyone's sharing. Everyone's sharing. Keller Williams said that there might be a day where this will become like the Apple Store. And if you got a really good one, you can monetize from it. But right now, everything's free. Thousands, 1,928 that y'all could go in there and get lost. All right.
So question, so when you click on, like, just say Valentine's Day, and you click on this to add to my smart plans. So then it says plan name, my Valentine's Day 2022. Do you keep that name? Can you edit that
You
name?
can edit it. Yeah.
You can put whatever you want.
See, look, smart play must be unique in your library. So yeah, as long as you change it to something you don't have. Absolutely. See, what you don't want is for it to get clunky like this. I mean, because I always come in here and do a bunch of different things.
Mhm.
But this is, I have 46 that I've downloaded. Right, so you want yours to be easy to find.
Okay, one more thing, can you
Yeah.
show us? So after you download it, you go back to smart plans to find it in your,
But so it would be library. I'm sorry, it would be my smart plans.
okay,
You could search right here by smart plan name.
Right.
Michelle, this right here, Twilio is the company to text. It's called Twilio. All right, so now we're gonna move out of the CRM portion, and we're gonna move into the receive and send referral part of the platform. Say that again. We're gonna move out of the CRM, and we're gonna move into the send and receive referral part of the platform. And it's called referrals. So if we're going to send the referral, we click new referral up here at the top. If we want to look up agents to send a referral, we will go to map. Does anyone want to give me a city?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Perfect. Hold on, you see I just wrote CHAR?
Yeah.
Popped right up. And so what you're gonna start to see is a bunch of dots. These are all of the closings that happen with Keller Williams agents in that area. So I'm gonna zoom in. Where do you want me to go on here?
Go to South Park. Is it on there? Okay, no, go to,
Just
click in the middle of Charlotte,
Perfect.
second ward.
perfect. So I want to show you as I zoom in. What's gonna happen? Hold on, watch.
All the agents.
Oh, it's gonna get better. So as I zoom in closer, see the dots? Now watch, as I zoom in. The neighborhoods should start to pop up, and I don't know why they're not.
It's because you're in downtown.
So all of the neighborhoods in certain areas will start to pop up so that you can start searching by particular neighborhoods. But for example, here, you can see in this area, that's the map. In this area, there are 222 agents. That's clearly way too many to send a referral. So we would go here to filter. And we would say, I want a luxury agent, which is an agent who qualifies for luxury because they've closed 2 transactions over the threshold of luxury. I don't know why this is doing that. Because it's definitely luxury.
It was
agents.
74.
I know, I don't know what's going on with this. There we go. So I have the criteria luxury. Now there's 102 agents. So then you say, you know what, that's still way too many. I want an agent who has closed at least 10 transactions. That would drop to 84. Well, with that said, I want someone who closes at least 3 properties a month. There's something funny going on, but there we go. Now we're down to 43. You
That's
say,
cool how you can do that. Like you can
Correct.
drop in because before you had to go find, okay, who was on that LC team? Who was, you want to find a high end producer because they're gonna like take you're giving, it's like you're giving your firstborn, you're giving a gift that they don't have to work for. And you want to make sure that you find that amazing agent so that they can handle that, and so like he's saying, before you had to go to KW.com, you had to do all this stuff to find that person.
100%.
You just go, oh, I want this person, they look like they know that area really well.
So I just grabbed 3 random agents. And here's their contact information. You just give them a call. So you can see here, Christy Walker, she closed 43 units last year. 16 were listings, 27 were buyers. And here's Lisa Archer, she closed 69 units, 35 and 33. Contact information, brief description. Okay, so that's referrals. Any questions on referrals? Again, I'm kind of going through the platform. Next, opportunities. This is your snapshot of your business. So you'll always know where you are at all times. There are 5 stages, and inside each stage, you can create a phase. So, under contract, these are the phases under the stage: escrow, inspections, appraisal, financing, and then we have the clear to close. Under the stage active, we have properties that we're showing, we are negotiating, and then once we finish negotiation, we will move to under contract. And we just literally grab it and we move it. Appointment, did we schedule it? Is it pre-qualified? Did we sit on the appointment and are we waiting to then, is it active or does it go back to cultivate? And cultivate is simply our leads. We can then go back and do buyers as well. So are they getting qualified? Consultation? Are they in our car? Are we negotiating? Under contract, inspections, appraisal, financing, clear to close, and then of course, we move it over to close. Now, the purpose of doing this is so that you'll always know where your pipeline is. You always know where you are in your business at all times. This is a sales business. We can change any of the percentages in here so that we can have a more accurate understanding of where our money will come from. And we can update that all in here, and that's again a story for another day. Opportunities. We can see what our ratios are of our business, and we can always have a snapshot of where our business is at all times. Next, campaigns. This is how we get people into the top of the funnel, through campaigns. I'll start on the right and I'll go left. The first is social posts. As long as we connect our Facebook, our professional Facebook page or the business Facebook page, we can create posts way into the future. In other words, you don't have to every day post on social media. You can go in here and you can create posts, and it'll automatically post onto your Facebook page automatically. You could do a whole month in advance, it'll automatically do it inside of Facebook. No cost.
If from this website go to our Facebook page and do this promote, it doesn't have any charge for us through the Facebook.
Correct. There's no charge. Then you just connect your professional page inside of Command and you schedule the posts and it'll post them. Direct mail. This is super cool. Super, super cool. So I'm gonna see if I can look at one of the ones that I already created. So we can go here, create a name for the campaign. We can put a certain listing that will pull the listing from the MLS and the pictures. We then put the picture in, we put the flyer together. We can customize any of the content. We add our office information. Then we decide who we want to target. We can only send to people in our database, or we can target a certain area. It'll automatically send the mail for you. That exceeds the scope of my licensure. I love you guys. You guys. So watch this, configure targeting. Content, let's do, bless you.
It's not for Instagram, so not make this campaign for Instagram, no?
I think it does both, Facebook and Instagram. It might just be
I
Facebook and
see
Twitter.
Twitter, Facebook.
Your
and-
Facebook, if you connect your Facebook and your Instagram to, do on Facebook is. If it doesn't.
Use this so that I can show you guys like a real cool part of this. All right, there we go. So, save. Send it back, just a photo. Once we configure, it'll be easier once you do one of the ones that you're going to do. Confirm. Perfect. Content. Should be good. Save. I configure targeting.
I believe you scroll up, there was something that's asking you to write down.
Oh, it's here.
Template.
Oh. I don't know what the problem is here. Bedrooms, bath square footage, but once you do this, it'll pull up the neighborhood. And then you could decide what houses you want to mail it to. That's what I'm trying to get to. Yeah,
It's like the.
where? No, this is where the issue is. There's somebody talking. No, it's not. Check. It's here. I don't
Choose
know.
a different template.
I don't know, guys. But I'm not gonna upload a design and I'm just. Upload address, this, just sold. Order there, listing photo. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, once you do it, you click configure and it'll show the neighborhood and you can choose where you want to send this. And it'll do it automatically, just charge your credit card. How fast? Test it. I don't know. Reports. This is where you could test the health of the database. The health of the database. So you can set your goals in here. And it will determine or tell you exactly how many leads you have to generate, how many contacts you have to enter in all the way across. It'll tell you specifically what it is that you need to do so that you can crush it. So here, I'll show you guys. Set goals now. Get started. All right, So what is my profit goal? Let's say $250,000. My expenses are 60,000. My cost of sale, I will say is cap is 25, and I'm gonna do a couple referrals, so I'm just gonna say 50,000. I'm gonna do 50% listings, 50% buyers. My average commission is $10,000. $10,000. Then I continue. So let me stop for a second. If my expenses are 60 and to close the amount of business is gonna cost me 50, that means that in order to put 250,000 in my pocket, I need a gross 360. Does that make sense? Okay.
Can I say something real
Sure.
quick again? You all do not realize how amazing this little task is right here. Cause 19, we just had our yearly, like, okay, what's your new year looking like, what are your goals looking like, et cetera, et cetera. We had long discussions about how much do you need to make, how much business do you need to do? And then it's just like that, snap, done. You don't even have to think about it in your head. It's just showing you a really cool thing. And this is what you think you want, what you think you're gonna do, or is what you actually have to do. That's more that, I'm telling you, when you're just kind of globally thinking about that out in the ozone, it's a really hard thing to do. Because you think you know what you're gonna make, think you're gonna do this, but it's gonna require this, this, and this, and this every day. If you're committed to that, you're gonna get that. If you're not, well, guess what? You're not gonna get it. So I'm just telling you from prior experience a week ago, myself included.
Right, you don't know what
This
you
is
don't know,
huge.
because you don't know how simplified this program makes goal setting for you. Now, what we're looking at here is conversion ratios. See, a long time ago, one of my mentors said, "You're overcomplicating this. Real estate is a math equation. And because of the amount of money you can make, you overcomplicate it. You make this so much harder than it needs to be." So I just showed you guys, or I'm about to show you, how to net 250,000. This is saying that out of every 100 leads that come into my world, 5%, 5 out of 100 will turn into a conversation. 95 out of 100 go poo-poo. I want you guys to see what that number is. 95% of everyone that comes into my world is poo-poo. 5% of the leads will convert to contacts. Now, 5% of the conversations that I have will turn into an appointment. That's what the numbers say. This next, scheduled meetings with prospective clients. I will set 75 out of, so 7 out of 10 that I set, I will keep. And 7 out of 10 will agree to work with me. So I'm building in 2 to 3 out of 10 appointments will not happen. Yes, get that? I'm building in. And 3 out of 10 of my deals will blow up. Won't close. Won't close. Building in the drama. Continue. 50-50. Average commission is 10,000. I've already built in commission, I've already built in my expenses. See, it's thinking. Piecing it together. Doing all the math. I have to generate 45,500 leads. Because 95 out of 100 won't talk to me. I have to set 114 appointments. I have to sit on 86 appointments. In other words, if I was back in real estate and I said, I want to net $250,000, I know I need to put on a wall 86 houses. And every time I sit on an appointment, no matter what happens, check it out. Because I already built in failing 3 out of 10 times. I already built it in. So I know if I convert higher, I'm just going to make more money. But I know that if I convert at a 75% conversion, all the math is going to fall into play. It's math. So do you need 46,000 leads? Maybe not. But you do need 86 appointments converting at a 75%. You do need to take 64 new clients and convert those at a 75%. And you're guaranteed to net what it is that you want to net. Because we already built the math. That's goals. And what we just looked at here is what's called the economic model of the Red Book. Just broke it down. And so if that sounded Greek to you, go back over the economic model in the Red Book, the one that you have under your left hand, right hand. And then it breaks it all down here. All right. So, reports, designs. Designs is where you can create. Designs is where you can create flyers and videos. So let's create a video. Continue. Give me a neighborhood in North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina.
No, that's a city. Give me a
Oh,
neighborhood.
Twin Lakes.
Yeah.
What's up? Next. Twin Lakes, average price point, 314. Prices on the rise, average price per square foot, it's holding steady. There's only one property for sale and they go fast. There's lots of dancing. There's organized sports and it's near college,
Yeah.
right? So we can change any of these. Watch this. You just click next. Give it about 20 seconds.
Shut the front door. That's great. That last part. All the real time, right? Running on my app. How long did
that take me to make
Like
that?
snap,
2
like,
seconds,
not even a
that's
second,
fine.
not even.
And you can make unlimited amounts, post them on your social media, do whatever it is you wanna do and become the neighborhood expert.
And how we can send it, for
Well,
example?
first you wanna save it, and then you download it, and then you post it.
Download it.
Is there like a limit to how many videos?
It's unlimited. Yes. So we click save,
It's so cute.
we click save, it's right here. We click this button, share on social media, use in an email campaign, download, etc. So here's El Portal that we did the other day. So that's videos. We can go back, create a design.
Where did you click? that
We're
will
under
show-
here. See here, this is designs.
No, I know, but when you
Create a
create,
design.
save it, after that you save it, how you send it to social media, where did you click?
Right here. 3 dots.
Oh,
Show so.
I know, I got it.
So create a design. Let's print. Continue. I'm gonna show you guys some powerful stuff. So we go here to listing. Listing presentation. Here are all different templates of listing presentations. Let's do this one. We can use. You could download Blackboard. Of course I heard you. Always listening. Alright. This. So. We are able now, next, here are all the pages of the listing presentation. You can put their house here, change the name, you make a presentation for each one of your listings. Property, dates, marketing plan. You guys can see it's all here.
What is it in the market? Like how
What
it
you're
goes
going
and-
to do to sell their property.
Oh.
It's all in here, just copy and paste.
Do you have to create this?
Oh, just showing you that's here. Download Win with Sellers and Win with Buyers, which is a
It's still
manual.
on my design, yeah,
My design. Yep.
you wanted to listen presentation.
So again, we can start, well, let's kind of start over. Let's go back. Here. And we can do a buyer presentation or the neighborhood snaps that we were just looking at earlier. You can create little flyers. The Monday, when we send out the market statistics, we pull it from here. And we pull it from the MLS, but the design is from Command. Want to do certain holidays? Put holidays in January. There we go. For next week. So they're always updating these and they're made for you. Use them. So that's designs. Again, guys, you can get lost in here. You can get lost. So now I'm gonna go back. And. The last two. This one is KWLS, Keller Williams Listing Service. Inside here, you can access any listing in North America. In other words, if you have a buyer looking in Durham, North Carolina, you can search properties that are for sale and you can get the agent's information because our system is across the country. You can search properties anywhere and get their information. It's gonna search.
So if you have somebody looking for a property in like Georgia, you can pretty much find them a house and then contact the agent as if like you know about this house and negotiate higher. What?
Yeah, exactly. So you say, so let's go there. No, I got you. Let's go there, because that's where I was gonna go with it. So, Georgia. Find the property, your client loves it. It's down to 3 particular properties. You can call an agent there and say, hey, I have a client. We already did the research. These are the 3 properties. What I'd love for you to do is show them and let's work out a 40% referral. In other words, you get 60, right? Exactly. You get 60, they get 40. Or you get 75, they get 25. Versus the other way, because they're doing the research, they're doing this. Yeah, that's the whole purpose of this. See, the whole reason that Gary invested that amount of money, so you can stay in the center of the transaction and have worthy of generating more income.
So everything that's on the MLS in that city would be there,
Every,
not just Keller Williams.
every.
And the good thing about referrals, they're what I call free money.
That's a big deal.
Because you didn't have to, you know, to me, that's money that I gave to someone or that I'm getting, that I don't have to do all that hard work.
So just residential or commercial? So
Just residential.
residential.
So the way that this works is back when Gary kind of put his foot down and said, yo, we're gonna create our own technology map. We purchased a company called Smarter Agent. Smarter Agent was a third party that Coldwell Banker and Berkshire Hathaway were using as their search engine for their websites. Gary purchased it and said, hey, you guys are more than welcome to rent it from us. They were like, oh, no, we're not gonna pay you guys. So we're the only ones that have it.
So you can literally say, I'm not licensed, but because of the company I work for, I have a direct link to the entire database. I can help you pretty much select a home and then refer you to an agent and be okay. Is it? I'm more than that.
Yeah, you have access to anything. I mean, look, you can go, you can search by MLS number, or property address. So let's just do, yeah, just do now.
So it's just like when you're on the MLS, you can select the map of the area and in the city and
Yeah.
all of the listings.
Yeah, I'm just gonna zoom out.
I'm sorry, I'm excited about this.
I know. It's, but that's because you understand. It's that cool. Like you're not over, like, but most agents can't connect the dots.
Because if not for this, you'd have to go on Canva.
Wow. But it's not that, I was like, you have a friend that lives somewhere and you're looking,
So here we go.
you can
So-
just call, you can, like, look, girl, I found this for you, and it's like, you're in.
See all the different neighborhoods?
Yes, this is
It's
amazing.
gonna look really nice.
There's properties for sale, so let's just choose this one on Barksdale. Description, it was listed on January 9th. Photos, open houses, here's where it is.
Question. I had.
I don't know where the agent information is, it's usually here, so trying to find it for you. What is this here? Agent information is in here.
Susan, for example, this house, we want to transfer all of the information in our website in Keller Williams.
It's already on the website,
But
it's already there.
Okay.
I know when somebody, for example, goes to my website in Keller Williams, it's still empty, for example.
It won't be.
All right.
What do you mean it's all on your website?
The Keller Williams for any agent make one website, for example, www.
I'm gonna go to the website right now. Right, so I'm gonna go there now. So here, you get to customize your websites. So at the bottom now on consumer,
Customize our.
agent
website.
site pages, landing pages, and then you can build. The buyer or seller guides on your app and website. Collections is what your clients are doing, looking on your app. So agent site pages, these are the different. Pages that I've custom made on lerosa.kw.com. And again, I can come in here and I can customize them however I want. So these are different pages that we've created with our socials. And so as we go here to lerosa.kw.com. What was that neighborhood in North Carolina?
Twilight.
Twin Lakes.
When is this class again?
Whatever you want it. Next month, hopefully we could get more folks in here, right? That need to hear it.
That's geeky.
I don't know why it's not coming out. Just by searching like this.
It's not in there actually first.
No, this search is neighborhoods. So you could actually do neighborhoods, so let's do Twin Lakes. North Carolina. Search. Gonna find it? Are we in North Carolina? We are. Sweet. All right,
It's from your website, yeah?
this is my website, same as your website. They look exactly the same. So now these are properties that are for sale in that area. Everybody's. Yeah, you want to have every broker's listing because you want as many properties for sale. What you want is your clients to not use Zillow, you want them to use your website. And that's the game, guys.
That's all?
Well, that's an hour and a half of me not